You've done it again. You're standing in front of someone whose name you definitely knew 8 seconds ago. It's gone. Replay the moment when you shake the hand. You make the eye contact, their mouth moves, the sound enters. Hi, my name is Mike. And in the half a second that follows, your brain is running about 6 things at once. It is reading their face, it's calculating the social temperature, scanning for whether this person likes you, deciding what your own face is doing, and of course, my favorite, choosing the next sentence. And in the middle of that traffic, somebody hands you one syllable. Greg. Oh no, I'm sorry, not Greg. It was Mike, right? Yeah, Mike. See, the reason I forgot Mike is because Mike isn't connected to anything. Mike isn't an image. Mike isn't a feeling. Mike is one rootless sound in a brain which is already doing 6 things at once. The one big reason your brain keeps forgetting names lies in the Baker-Baker paradox. And it explains the whole problem. In 1987, when 2 psychologists called McWhinney and Illis showed people photographs of strangers, they found something worth noting. Half the participants were told that the person in the photo was a baker by profession. The other half were told that the person's last name was Baker. Who do you think the people remembered more? Obviously, Baker the job, not Baker the name. But the reason that happened is because the word baker as a job comes with bread, flour, hot ovens. It walks into your head holding hands with 20 other memories. Baker as a name walks all alone, which is why the next sentence makes a lot more sense. Names are semantically empty. They mean nothing. Think about the time you saved a stranger's name on your phone. It may have been coupled with a location, an organization, or a profession. Never just the same. Because your brain is a fairly ruthless administrator who does not waste filing cabinets on things that mean nothing. But that's only half of why this happens. There's something personal coming up which you haven't been told before. Picture this, you're sitting in a circle with 7 people. The topic is whether Messi is overrated. Now you don't really care about football, but everyone in the group is sharing their take. And your turn is in about 30 seconds. So you start building a sentence. I don't really watch football, but... okay, no, scrap that. I think he's incredible, but maybe... no. And you start thinking again. Meanwhile, the woman 2 seats down is mid-sentence. You're looking right at her. You're nodding. You are listening, but you will not remember a single word she said. That's the next in line effect, documented in 1973 by a psychologist called Malcolm Bronner. People rehearsing their own turn show dramatically worse memory for whatever the person before them said. Now imagine living in that mode permanently. That's you at every introduction. Mike was never lost. It's just that Mike's name was never filed. You were busy focusing on the more important stuff. And I know if you're the person on the other end of this, the one whose name did not get registered, that might land like a bad message. But that isn't true. The person who forgot your name remembered the way you laughed at something nobody else found funny. They remembered an opinion you had that they're probably still running over in their head. They were there. They were just not there for the label. See, because that's the thing about people who forget names. They share something else entirely. Ask them about a texture of a moment and they'll tell you in detail. Their memory runs on stories, faces, atmospheres. What someone was wearing 3 years ago at a party. This is in no way a defect. It's an operating system better suited to listening, to noticing, to making people feel understood, and genuinely worse suited to that one specific task of holding a stranger's syllable under social pressure. You're not a bad rememberer. You're a different kind of rememberer. Sub, if you remember the name of the second psychologist, block me if you have to scroll back.